Hello, everyone. Hi, and welcome to a new session of current updates on Thursday. So our June net is over, and it's time to start our learning all over again and prepare for the other exams which are coming up. And here with me is Ananya.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. So since we have other more exams coming up now, various sets, then we have December net, then GATE. So I think any exam you will be appearing for next, be December net you are preparing for, or any set exam, or maybe GATE exam, or CUET PG even, or any competitive exam for that matter, any PSC exam, I think these sessions will really help you, because as we have seen recently, such questions from Indian literature, like popular Indian literature writers, then movie adaptations, these areas have become very important. So we will try to bring such sessions more often, because I help such questions, and such sessions will actually make you exam ready. And since we have time now, so the preparation will be very solid if we start from now itself. So keeping all of this in mind, today's current updates session will be on writers of popular literature of India. So shall I start sharing the screen, Ananya?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Yes, let's get started with the session. All right. So as I have said, today's topic for our current update session is writers of popular literature of India. And here our first writer is Devdutt Patnaik. So Ananya, would you like to read?
Yes, so Devdutt Patnaik, he is a mythologist and a writer from Mumbai. He writes on mythology, the study of cultural truths revealed through stories, symbols, and rituals. He lectures on the relevance of both Indian and Western myths in modern life. Now, some of his very important works are Mai Gita, Shikhandi, and other tales, Olympus, etc. So that was about Devdutt Patnaik.
Yes. So as you all know, even this time in net, questions did come from writers like Devdutt Patnaik and other writers of popular literature. So we all know that he's one of the most foremost writers from India, who writes and talks and thinks about mythology, and he presents to us mythology in a very modern way, and he makes it very accessible. He has democratized mythology for all the readers, I believe, of India, who are not so well versed with the mythological characters and the overall structure of Indian mythology. So let's get to know a bit more about this particular writer. As we have already told you that he's a mythologist, right? And his work focuses largely on the areas of religion, mythology, and management. He has authored and illustrated over 50 books, including ABC of Hinduism, Bahubali, 63 Insights into Jainism, Yoga and Mythology. So, again, these are some of the more important works which we should know about. Okay. He is also known for his TED Talk, right? And Business Sutra, as well as hosting a radio show or podcast for Radio Mirchi called the Devdutt Patnaik Show. And he has written many books, actually. If you just look him up on Google or any browser, he has written many books. Here, as we have mentioned, some of his works like Mai Gita, then Jaya, Sati Savitri, The Pregnant King. The Pregnant King, again, it's a very important work which is often asked in various competitive exams. The Pregnant King. This particular work was published in 2008. Okay. Then myth equal to mithya. Seven Secrets of Vishnu. Sita, an illustrated retelling of Ramayana. These are some of the most important works of this writer. Do look up his works and try to understand the take this writer has on mythology and mythological characters and the relevance it holds for our contemporary society and learning. Right? So that's all for our first writer. Let's move on to our next writer. Again, a very popular writer we are all aware about. That is Amish Tripathi. Ananya, will you read?
So Amish Tripathi, as you know, he is an author, he's a former diplomat, and he was a broadcaster. And he is best known for his Shiva trilogy and Ramchandra series. Now, Amish's new book is called Idols, Unearthing the Power of Murti Puja, which he has co-authored with his sister Bhavna Roy.
So, Amish Tripathi, again, a very known name. So, the most important fact to remember about this writer is that he's most famous for his Shiva trilogy and Ramchandra series. So, which are these novels which constitute this trilogy and series? These are the Immortals of Meluha, Skian of Ikshvaku, The Secret of the Nagas, The Oath of the Vayuputras, Sita, Warrior of Mithila, War of Lanka, Ravan, Enemy of, sorry, Ravan, Enemy of Aryavarta. Then he also wrote works like Legend of Suheldev, then Dharma. So these are very important works by Amish Tripathi. Please at least try to remember the titles of these works, because as you see that such questions often come in the forms of maybe just fill in the blanks or mostly match the followings, right? So please remember the titles, that who wrote which works, and the major genres these writers belong to. These are some of the most important facets to take from this session. Okay, let's move on to our next writer. Next is Ashwin.
Our next writer. So our next writer is Ashwin Sanghi. Now Ashwin Sanghi, he is an Indian writer. His novels include The Rosabelle Line, Chanakya's Chant, The Krishna Key, The Sialkot Saga, Keepers of the Kala Chakra, The Vault of Vishnu, and The Magicians of Mazda. Now, even if you just remember some of these names, you'll at least get a hint of what sort of names that this writer has written, right? Okay, he wrote his first novel in 2006, and in 2014, Sanghi and James Patterson co-wrote a thriller titled Private India for Patterson's Private series.
So here on our slide itself, we have given some of the most notable works that we should try to remember by Ashwin Sanghi. And one more important information is this: the 2010 Vodafone Crossword Popular Choice Award was awarded to Ashwin Sanghi's novel Chanakya's Chant. Chanakya's Chant is the most popular novel by Ashwin Sanghi. Again, a very important writer of our contemporary India. Okay, so please do look up these writers more and more, and do try to stay updated with their very recent works also. Okay, next.
So Ravinder Singh, he was an Indian software engineer and he has authored 9 novels. These are I Too Had a Love Story, Can Love Happen Twice, Like It Happened Yesterday, Love Stories That Touched My Heart, Tell Me a Story, Your Dreams Are Mine Now, This Love That Feels Right, Will You Still Love Me, and The Belated Bachelor Party. Singh's debut novel is based on a real-life incident where he met a girl, how his romance perished, and then how it came to an unfortunate end before he could propose marriage to her. So this was about Ravinder Singh.
Again, I will tell you some more important works of this writer which are not there in the slide. So some other works are The Runaway Groom, The U-Turn, Love Bites, My Ex, Love and Lies, An Unfinished Melody, My Mother's Boyfriend. So these are also some of the other novels by Ravinder Singh. Again, a very contemporary writer, very popular writer, right? So since today we're dealing with writers of popular literature, that's why we're trying to cover these writers. Again, Just because we're talking about these writers, that doesn't mean that these writers only will come. There are many other writers of popular literature also. Do look them up as well. But in today's session, we are trying to focus on this particular writers and their works. And since these are very, well-known writers whom we have at least heard about, if not read about. Okay, next. Next is Piyush Jha. He is the author of best-selling crime and thriller novels. His debut novel, Mumbai Stan. It's a collection of 3 crime fiction thriller novellas which explore the underbelly of Mumbai. The books Compass Box X Killer and Anti-Social Network from Jha's Inspector Vikram crime thriller series revolve around a Mumbai-based policeman, Inspector Virkar, and his cat and mouse chase with murderers and serial killers. His stand-alone crime fiction book, Rakshas, India's #1 serial killer, it's about a female police commissioner, Maithili Prasad's encounter with an anonymous serial killer who murders women by decapitating them. And his 5th book is Girls of Mumbai Stan. And this work comprises 3 high-octane thriller novellas featuring female and transgender protagonists and their adventures in Mumbai. Apart from crime fiction, he has also written a satirical e-novellas on the Juggernaut Books digital app called The Great Indian Bowel Movement and The Urinationalist. So Piyush Jha, a very important name in crime and thriller novels, and his works mostly revolve around the crime world of Mumbai. Okay, let's move on to the next writer. And if you haven't liked the session yet, please do and share this with your friends, because I really hope this session will help many out there prepare for various competitive exams. So please do like the session and share this. Okay, next, Ananya.
So Durjoy Datta is of course a very prominent and famous Indian writer and author and screenwriter. Now his first novel was Of Course I Love You. Then in 2009, his second novel, Now That You're Rich, was released. In summer of 2010, his third novel, She Woke Up, I Didn't, released. His fourth novel was Oh Yes, I Am Single, and it was co-written with Niti Rustagi. After graduating from MDI Gurgaon in 2011, he co-founded Grapevine India Publishers. And then his 5th novel, which was You Were My Crush, was published by Grapevine India Publishers in 2011. If It's Not Forever is his 6th novel, which was released on September 2012. In the same year, Till the Last Breath was published. And then on 4th February 2013, Someone Like You, a novel he co-wrote with Nikita Singh, was released by Penguin India. And his 9th novel is called Hold My Hand, and it was released on 5th August 2013. His 10th novel, When Only Love Remains, was published in 2014. And then his 11th novel is called World's Best Boyfriend, which was published on 24 April 2015. His 12th novel, Our Possible Love, and 13th novel, The Girl of My Dreams, were published in 2016. And he has co-authored books with Manvi Ahuja, Niti Rustagi, Orvana Ghai, and Nikita Singh. He has also hosted TEDx talks and conferences in colleges, and he has written blogs for Miss Malini and That's So Gloss. So there's a very clear chronology given in the slide, and I hope it helps you remember the chronology of this writer.
Okay, so again, a very popular writer, Durjoy Datta. Right. So that's all for tonight from our side. I really hope this session will help you to look up more writers of popular literature from India. And we will try to bring more sessions like this in our current update series. Till then, take care. Bye. Good night. And do like the session and share this with your friends. So shall we wrap up for tonight, Ananya?